Hi, I'm Tom Fraser from Water and Wastewater International magazine, coming to you from the show floor here at the Singapore International Water Week, and I'm joined by Xiaolong Wang, who is from Dow Water and Process Solutions. Xiaolong, thanks for joining me here today.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Good to see you. So, first of all, give us a brief sort of introduction to the company, some of the markets you're involved with, and specifically the countries as well.
Right, sure. This is really every time I have the opportunity to introduce our business, I feel very excited. We really have an excellent portfolio, and then people probably already heard about our value center, reverse osmosis, and ion change resin, and our ultrafiltration and EDI. But more importantly, I would take this opportunity to introduce what kind of application our business evolved into. So let's start with the water solution part. Our name is called Dow Water and Process Solutions. So let's start with water. In the water solution field, we have a large range of application, and here is very relevant desalination, water, industrial water, and wastewater treatment. And besides this, we also have a commercial and residential water treatment. This is all very important market applications for us. And process solution is, again, is another exciting portfolio we have. We have a range of separation technology, including food, beverage, and pharmaceutical, as well as industrial process. We can separate metal, from sugar to metal and to the uranium, that is important for nuclear power industry. So for the water, industrial water treatment, it depends on the customer's specific requirement. We can treat water for the normal deionized water for the normal industrial use. And we have technology to produce really pure water for the electronic industry called ultra pure water. And for the power industry, you need some special water for the turbine and the boiler generation, and we call it a condensation polishing water. And also for the nuclear power plant, you also have the primary loop application resin. So we really have a very broad portfolio, and the application know-how as well as application development. You asked me to say what's happening in Asia. Asia business is a very important part of our global portfolio, and we're growing very fast. This is thanks to the economic development in the region, and also we have a very strong team here. In Asia, we also have a manufacturing footprint for ion change resin and ultrafiltration. And all our plants are supplied global-wide, so we are very proud of that. And we also have very significant, the second largest research center based in Shanghai. That is the Dow Corporate Research Center, and then for our business, we have a very important play there as well.
Great, thank you. Well, Xiaolong, that's a lot of markets to be involved with. I heard you mention desalination and industrial water, and I understand now you have a couple of products you'd like to talk us through specifically for those two areas.
Sure, yeah. Innovation is very important for our business, and during this trade show, we have a number of new products to introduce to the market. I want to start with our newest HRLE, this new element. Basically, we have this high rejection rate to reject the salt rejection, but it's also low energy. That means you can lower the energy by 1/3, 33%, which means that you can reduce your operational cost because of low energy. And more importantly, the high rejection not just only improve the rejection of the normal salt, is some particular element you want to remove, like silicon, boron, nitrate. These are all specific element you don't want to appear in certain applications. For example, electronic industry, when you want to have the ultra pure water, you particularly do not want silica, nitrate, or even some solvent called IPA, isopropanol, because they need to be removed. And our membrane, this new membrane, is very good for that particular application. Also very good for the normal brackish water, also wastewater, because of the particular property to have the high rejection of silicon, boron, and nitrate. Yeah.
And are there any particular applications you can discuss with that product? Any case studies or details, perhaps?
Yeah, we just launched this new product. We have done our test data, so and we've proved to be very good for the general brackish water treatment, wastewater treatment, second pass of desalination treatment, as well as I mentioned for the electronic industry, where you have the requirement for high rejection of silicon, boron, nitrate, and isopropanol. So it's very wide coverage of application.
Now we've talked about some of your products for the desalination industry. Now let's talk a bit more about pre-treatment, which is very important when it comes to desalination and your ultrafiltration developments.
Absolutely, yeah. The ultrafiltration, as you already said, is a pre-treatment for RO. This can be applied for both brackish water and seawater desalination. And we have this tall fellow standing here, and this is a much improved version of our previous product. We call it a Dow UF 2880, and this has 50% more active membrane area, and then this can reduce your investment footprint by 30%. Why we are so proud of this tall fellow is by the design, and then not only reduce the cost with more active membrane, actually the performance is also better. So this is what the industry is looking for, is lower cost but better performance. For the pre-treatment part, this will have a lot of advantage over the traditional multimedia filtration. Minimum is to say you do not have to change the media that often, because you can clean this, and then this lasts for a very long time. Yeah.
These form some key customer requirements in terms of overall product efficiency and reduced downtime. Absolutely, in the long run.
Yeah. And more importantly, the product is very robust. It lasts for a long time and can stand a lot of tough conditions, either it's wastewater or it's some challenging seawater pre-treatment.
Excellent. And I believe there's one more thing you'd like to talk to us about in the booth.
Right. Earlier I talked about the commercial and residential application. Again, we continue to innovate, and this particular membrane is for the commercial, where we say commercial is basically for hotels, hospital, school, this institutional application. Again, this is a high rejection rate. We have two new products here. Is a high rejection. Another one is low energy. Depends on the requirement of the application. The benefit of this is, of course, you produce still the high quality water. At the same time, you also have the low energy, where you can save operational cost. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time here, Zhang, and we wish you the best of luck for the rest of the show.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.
You
Thank
too.
you for the opportunity.